So here's the thing. This has gotta be the most out-of-character video I've done for a while. See, for those who watch me, they kinda know I typically like to do longer, more in-depth videos on things, but just for the sake of keeping this hobby of mine a hobby that I can even do, I'm gonna have to start doing some smaller stuff in between the big ones. And it just so happens that yesterday, Nintendo put out a brand new direct all about the new upcoming Mario game this year. Super Mario Wonder! Ooh. And I've seen some people discussing it. It's a new Mario game. I saw it myself, and I have some thoughts on it. So I feel like it would be cool if I just put down a little video, barely scripted, and just sort of get my thoughts out on it, because, oh boy. So first up, let's have some positives. I do like the new art style. And when I was a bit younger, I didn't really get the issue that people would have whenever they complained about how games like Mario or Sonic just reuse the same models over and over. But actually, now that I'm getting to see it, thanks to this, and especially the Mario RPG remake coming out soon, I can kind of see the appeal of it. It's nice to see these characters in a different style. I mean, the Toads basically look exactly like how they've always looked. Mario and Luigi have some little differences, and Peach and Daisy look pretty damn different compared to how they're usually portrayed. And the Yoshis are somewhere on the same level as Mario and Luigi. A little bit different, but not to the same level as Peach or Daisy, who really, I don't know if it's just me, but they really look different. And some more positives, I think 2 of the 3 new power-ups look pretty cool. The bubble power-up is obviously the coolest one because you can blow your bubbles and then jump on them, which does open some pretty cool movement opportunities. And then there's the drill power-up, which has some pretty cool uses I could imagine, getting to go underneath your enemies, drilling up on the ceiling. There's some fun stuff here. The elephant, though, seems a bit situational. Like, yeah, being able to run over big gaps or hit stuff with your trunk is kinda cool, but I feel like it doesn't really serve that much of a purpose outside of having to get to specific areas. Whereas the bubble and drill, you could use them for a couple of reasons. So the art style is different, and the power-ups look pretty cool. And I will give them this, the story is at least somewhat different. Instead of having to save Princess Peach, or really save anyone, Mario and friends go to the Flower Kingdom to hang out with this worm guy who wants to show off his Wonder Flower. That's what it's called. But then, oh no, Bowser shows up and touches it, and then transforms into a fucking castle. What? Yeah, that's kind of the gimmick of this game. Things just kinda don't make any sense. Sort of. We'll get to that in a minute. While I do think that the new art style and new power-ups is kinda cool, to me it just kinda still doesn't look like it's gonna be all that different from the new Super Mario Bros. Games. And I don't say that in a good way, I don't think that those are good games. See, the problem with new Super Mario Bros. Isn't just that they all look the same, it's that the games at their core were all basically just the same game over and over, compared to, say, Super Mario Bros. 1 to Super Mario Bros. 3 to Super Mario World. Those are different games. They all feel different to play. Let's just ignore Super Mario Bros. 2, the original one. That was basically just a ROM hack. It just doesn't really look like Super Mario Wonder is really going to go that extra step in really making itself feel different from a new Super Mario Bros. Game. Like, for example, the characters. You've got so many fucking characters. You have 12 playable characters in this game. Mario, Luigi, Peach, Daisy, Yellow Toad, Blue Toad, Toadette, 4 Yoshis, and this fucking thing called Nabbit. But most of these characters play exactly the same. The first 5, the Mario Bros, the princesses, the Toads, and Toadette, all play exactly the same.
They all play the same, so go with your favorite, or mix it up.
Nabbit also plays basically the same. The Yoshis are the only ones that actually have any difference in how you play them. You know, they have the flutter jump and they can eat stuff with their tongues, but they're easy mode. They don't take any damage. And it's just kind of annoying seeing that the only characters that actually play any differently are the easy mode. I mean, let's compare this to Super Mario 3D World, for example. That had 5 different playable characters: Mario, Luigi, Peach, Toad, and Rosalina, all of whom had their own little quirks that made them different. Mario was the normal one, Luigi had a super high jump, Peach could float, Toad was the fastest, and Rosalina had the little spin that you could do from Super Mario Galaxy. And the game actually took these different movesets into account. There were different levels which were easier with different characters. Like, they had those quick levels where you only had like 30 seconds to beat it, and while it was technically possible to do it with Mario or any of the other characters, Toad was the one to pick, because again, he was the fastest. Whereas here, yes, we technically have a larger number of characters, there's more of a cast here, but they're all exactly the same. So it's just sort of frustrating. Now, the game tries to add a band-aid to this with the badge system, which I will admit is pretty neat. Basically, throughout the game, you can get different badges that you can put on your character, and it'll give them a different move they can do, like Mario having this little hat glide, or, you know, a little vine that you can use to whip at the wall, and boom, you're there. But even just the direct, it really seems like they're stretching with the badges that they can show off. Like they have one that makes you completely invisible. You're just invisible.
Become invisible to your enemies and yourself with the invisibility badge.
Like who the fuck would use that outside of speedrunners who are deliberately going out of their way to make the game harder? It just seems like a waste of time. At a couple parts in the Direct, we actually get to see the badge menu, so to speak, and it seems like there's 24 badges in the game. Some of them called action badges, some of them called boost badges, and a third one that we don't really get to see all that much. The problem with having so many different possibilities is that a lot of them really aren't going to feel all that useful because the game's not going to be really designed around them. Like, okay, to illustrate the crouch jump badge, they have Daisy go up against an enemy that's like really tall. But then that just begs the question, if I don't have the crouch jump badge equipped, am I just fucked if I see this guy? I really doubt it. I doubt Nintendo would make a mistake that bad. But if not, then it just makes the high jump not really worth a damn. The same thing with the wall jump upgrade, or again, the dolphin kick. And do you really think anyone's gonna waste their time on the coin magnet badge? I know you can buy stuff in this game, but come on. Moving topics to the worlds, it's the same shit again. God damn it, you guys didn't learn. It's the same shit, just called different things. You got the grassland, you got the desert land, you got the cloud land, you got the ocean land, you got the fire land, you got the swamp land. This is all shit we've seen in New Super Mario Bros. Before. The only world that actually looks any different is Shining Falls, which is this sort of golden, yellow waterfall area. It's nice, it looks nice. It's got a cool geometric shape going on in the background, but that's really the only thing that looks any different. Everything else just kind of looks basically like stuff that we've seen in the past, just now it's in a different order. Like, ooh, the second world is the cloud level. Wow, this is a different kingdom. You've specifically set this not in the Mushroom Kingdom. Give us something different, man. Give us something unique. Give us something that makes this game's world stand out from the Mushroom Kingdom. Or just keep us in the Mushroom Kingdom. What's the point of going over to this Flower Kingdom if you're not going to actually do anything new with it? Give us some new interesting level concepts in this different world. Like, I don't know, fucking Toy Land, Robot Land. I don't know, give us fucking something that's different. But no, that's not what we're doing. Now on to the main selling point of the game. The reason why you want to play Super Mario Wonder. What is the thing that's setting it apart? What is its name? Well, it's these things called the Wonder Flowers, of course. It seems like they're adding a more 3D Mario style mechanic into this game. Kind of like what they did with Super Mario 3D World, where you need to get these things called Wonder Seeds at certain points to progress through the game. And you can get them by beating the level, or if you see a Wonder Flower in the stage, you can pick it up and then, oh my god, everything's gonna get all wacky for a second. Like, ooh, the pipes move now, or ooh, you get chased by a rock. That's actually one of the things they say. They say, oh, you can get chased by a rock. Cool. How about falling from the sky? I'll admit I'm sort of picking the least impressive ones. There are some of these that look cool, like bouncing on bubbles, or it suddenly becoming a Zelda game as Luigi runs across on the wall. There's some neat stuff here, and it just kind of makes me wonder why this couldn't just be the game. Yes, this is my big problem with this. Look how the world's art style changes when you pick up these Wonder Seeds. They look a lot more interesting, more new, something we haven't seen before. Like we go from the typical daytime grassy stage to a nighttime stage with fucking evil-looking pipes in the background and all this shit. Or these weird geometric shapes just kind of floating around. And it's like, goddamn, couldn't this just be what the worlds look like? Even ignoring the gameplay changes, if it was just that, it would have been a lot better. This would have separated itself from the new Super Mario Bros. Series so much more just if the worlds looked like this. Just that. That's all you needed. But no, it seems like they're really trying to sort of find a middle ground between being different from New Super Mario Bros. And not. When this game first got revealed, I was excited because it was looking like we're finally getting away from the new Super Mario Bros. Formula, something which has not aged well. I love New Super Mario Bros. Wii. It is literally my childhood Mario game, but fuck that game. Fuck all of these games, I'm serious. Was I expecting something that completely revolutionized Mario? No, obviously not. This is a bottle episode of a game. It's a simple 2D platformer. I was not expecting something big or bold or new. But based on the trailer, it looked like they were at least trying to make themselves different from the games that came out before. And now they're just not. This game just looks like it's going to be New Super Mario Bros. But with a little bit of difference. You know, like you get a hamburger, and this time instead of fries, you get onion rings. Ooh. At the end of the day, it just looks like it's gonna be the same game. Again. Will it still be fun? Probably. Nintendo does do a good job at least making their games fun, which is something that's admittedly hard to do these days, apparently, if you just look at anyone else in the AAA gaming industry. No, I shouldn't really be talking about this game's quality yet. It's not even out yet, but just based on what I'm seeing here, it just looks like it's going to be another game that's just a generic 2D Mario game, where the only thing that people are going to actually remember from it is those Wonder Flower stages, and even then, not all of them. Just the ones that actually really go out of their way to change things up. Like everything that we learned about this game so far, it just feels like you learned something interesting that they're trying out, and then there's a but. Peach and Daisy are playable, but they play exactly the same as everyone else. Yoshis are playable, and they're different, but they're the easy mode, so you might as well not even bother. This is set in the Flower Kingdom, not the Mushroom Kingdom, but it basically looks exactly like the Mushroom Kingdom. We have badges, but most of them are gonna be useless or situational. We got all this wacky shit that happens, but it's not really the main focus of the game because you could easily just walk past it. I don't think I'm excited for this game. I know that everyone else is, which is disappointing. I hope that I'm wrong. I hope that the game's great and actually does blow my expectations out of the water, but it just kind of doesn't really seem like that's what we're gonna get. At the very least, to give some positivity, it seems like they are at least aware of the fact that people are fucking tired of New Super Mario Bros. And have been since the second one came out. Hopefully, maybe next time, if Nintendo gets the feedback that people do like all the weird shit in this game, Nintendo will be willing to actually take a chance and go with something at least a little bit more original. But even if it doesn't, it'll probably still make money, because it's Mario, for fuck's sake. I'm so strong, man. And that was the thing. Hey, look at this. I tried out something a little bit different. Did it work out? Did it not? What'd you think of it? Let me know. Maybe I'll do more of these sort of shorter, less than scripted videos. But yeah, let me know if you want more of this. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Bye!